That's fetchy. I don't. I'm printing extra 500 copies of the weekly, and I bet I sell them all too bad. The cashier shot went wild. If he'd managed to kill Clay, or even wing him, why, I bet I could sell 1,000 extra copies. We must be thankful for the blessings we do receive. Mr. High Tower. Oh, I am Marshall, I am.
Which is it?
Why, just before it happened yesterday afternoon, I didn't know what I was going to fill my columns with.
Loomis. So what
And then,
happened?
like manna from heaven, 2 murders in the bank robbery, attempted bank robbery. Mr. Hightower, he turned and ran for, he got his hands on so much as $1.
You call that
Yes,
funny?
still, as you say, like, man, Dylan, I'm talking
Well, maybe
business.
you're right.
What is it, Chester? I don't know. It can wait. I guess Mr. Dillon. Yeah. Print Clay's picture on those notices. Mr. Hightower. Where were we? Eyes, brown hair, red. Oh, yes. Also known as Red Brick Top and Sorrow. He, didn't answer to no other nicknames, did he? No, that's what they call him, all right. Then in big letters, $400 reward, dead or alive. Head at the bottom apply, Matt Dillon, Marshall, Dodge City. And I print 200 copies. How soon can I send Chester over for him this afternoon? Good morning, Mr. Hayton Chester. Think those posters will do any good? Richards is probably over the line into Oklahoma or Colorado by now, and Strawberry Rooney is the fastest in the county. He has no money. He panicked and ran out of the bank before he got a penny. I think he'll try to get help from his wife or brother or a friend. The first chance he has may be tonight. I say he's around here somewhere. I'm sorry I turned on you like that. Just well, that's all right, Mr. Dillon, out all night with a posse. No sweet man's bound to touch it. No, it's not.
Loomis Glass Company in Vineland?
One of the biggest. Up till a few years ago when he retired, Alma Loomis was the sole owner of it.
And he must be plenty wealthy, huh?
Millions.
Which offers a lot of possible reasons for his disappearance.
That's right.
Okay, then, Lester, tell me all.
I thought I made myself clear, Johnny, when I said I should have sent you right on down there to Vineland, because all I know about him is that he's wealthy, retired, sportsman, yachtsman, that sort of thing, and he suddenly vanished.
How old a man is he?
Well, according to this copy of the policy, he's 59.
Straight life?
Straight life.
And who stands to benefit if his body just happens to turn up somewhere dead?
His wife, Lena.
How old is she?
Let's see, she was 30 last June.
Oh?
That's right. And incidentally, I understand she's quite a beauty. At least according to Harry Ware, who sold the policy.
Incidentally, huh?
What do you mean by that?
Oh, use your head, Les. Young, attractive woman, wealthy husband, nearly twice her age. Here we go again.
Now, don't go jumping to conclusions, Johnny.
Oh, no, of course not.
Of course not.
But just how soon do you suppose I can make connections to Vineland, New Jersey? Item 2, $4 even for a couple of taxi fares. One back to my apartment where I packed a bag, the other out to Bradley Field. Item 3, $12.55 for a plane to Philadelphia. Item 4, there in the city of brotherly love, $50 deposit on a rental car. After a late and hasty lunch, that's item 5, 2 1/4, I drove across the Delaware River Bridge and picked up Route 47. South Jersey is flat as a pancake, but full of beautiful homes and rich farmland, occasional cranberry bogs, and lots of big poultry farms and peach orchards. So the drive was a pleasant one. Then, in Vineland, the so-called heart of sunny southern Jersey, I went straight to police headquarters, a block off Landis Avenue, the main drag. I contacted Sergeant Louis Tomaso, with whom I'd worked before. As usual, he was right on the ball.
Kind of had a hunch you might be dragged in on this. How are you, Johnny?
Well, pretty good, Louis. Or rather, I'm not so sure. You have any real leads on this case?
Johnny?
Yeah?
Let me hand you a thought for the day.
Okay, shoot.
Don't be surprised when you find that Lena Loomis isn't at all broken up over this loss of her husband, because she isn't. If you ask me, she's downright tickled to death about it.
Is that your snide way of telling me that she's interested in somebody else? Somebody closer to her own age?
Johnny, if I could find out who that somebody else is, but who knows, maybe there isn't any. Or maybe there's a dozen of them. I don't know. This gal is the social type. One big party after another, night after night, month after month, ever since they got married.
And Loomis?
Couldn't stay far enough away from it all. Spend most of his time off on hunting or fishing trips or out on his yacht.
Funny that he ever married her in the first place.
Well, when a gorgeous young charmer starts cooing at a poor, lonely widower, nearly 60, well, what do you expect?
Apparently all she cared about was getting her hooks on his money.
What else?
When did he go?
10 days ago. Got up, had breakfast, announced he was going to spend the day in Philadelphia. Walked out the front door, and that was the last anybody ever saw.
And what about enemies, Lou?
Not a one that anybody knows.
I mean, any reason to think he might have been hauled off and murdered?
The only reason to think he wasn't is the fact he took some luggage, some clothing with him.
Well, that doesn't prove anything. You've questioned his wife, of course.
Yeah. When you get through talking to her, you'll know just as much or as little as I do.
Well, how about his favorite hunting and fishing spots?
Check them all, favorite and otherwise. Nothing.
You say that he owns a yacht.
Owned.
Huh?
A sailboat, a big one. Kept it down in the little town of Tuckahoe on the Tuckahoe River.
So?
He just happened to have sold that yacht 2 days before he disappeared.
Oh.
Johnny, we haven't a single solitary thing to go on.
You sure about that, Lou?
What do you mean?
Not even his wife?
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Loomis Matter.
Expense account item 6580, dinner for Sergeant Louis Tomaso and myself at the East Landis Hotel there in Vineland, New Jersey. Then he gave me some directions, and I left him and drove east on Landis Avenue. In case you're interested, I found out that a guy by the name of Landis founded this fair city. The Loomis home was a massive red brick affair set in the middle of, well, it must have been nearly an acre of huge lawns and trees and flower beds. 25 or 30 rooms, I'd guess, really a mansion. And the long, broad driveway was lined with maple trees. In other words, there was money here, plenty. As for Lena Loomis, wowee. If she was 30, believe me, she didn't look it. And, brother, she had everything. She was tall, lithe, and brunette, with just enough makeup to enhance her soft and gently tanned complexion. She wore a pair of sleek blue velvet capris and a light silk blouse. A subtle touch of arpège that, well, at the risk of sounding repetitious. Wowie.
Well, come in, Johnny.
Yeah. How an old codger, wealthy or not, could ever rate something like this. And framed there in the doorway and a trace of moonlight filtering through the trees, believe me.
Johnny?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Loomis.
Mrs. Loomis? And with that look in your eye? It's Lena, and you know it, and come in.
Yeah, sure, thanks.
Oh, darn it, you would come the one night when I'm not having a party. In here, Johnny.
Yeah.
The place is dead as a doornail. Then I suppose I have to give the servant some time off. Sit down, huh? Like a drink?
Yeah, I think I could use it. No, thanks.
Not even to keep me company? Scotch and soda?
A light one.
Now, I just knew that was you I saw down on Landis.
What? What'd you say?
I say I just knew you'd be coming down here to investigate Elmer's disappearance. So when you rang the doorbell just now, I wasn't the least bit surprised.
Oh, that's so?
Elmer was always a great fan of yours. Your radio program, I mean. Where you tell about all those cases you solve. That's why I knew you the second I saw you.
I see. Well, now, Lena.
Johnny, I'm so fed up with answering questions about him. That Louis Tomaso from the police department has just about driven me crazy with him. He is kind of a cute guy, though, isn't he? Do you know him?
Well, as a matter of fact, I talked with him just before.
Here's your drink.
Oh, thanks.
Bottoms up.
Huh? These glasses must hold about a quart.
Oh, well, you know what I mean. Skull.
Yeah, skull.
Now, Johnny, I don't know how much Louis told you about Elmer vanishing this way, but whatever it was, there's nothing more I can tell you. He's gone. That's all. And you know something? I don't mind a bit.
Yeah, well, I kind of had a notion
They find
that...
his body lying around somewhere? Well, just look at all it gets me. This home and property and all the stock in the glass company he sold and money. More money, Johnny, than you could even imagine.
Yeah. And I believe that his insurance amounts
Oh,
to
the
quite a lot.
insurance. Oh, that's nothing compared to all the money he has lying around in banks all over the place. It'll all be mine. And if you don't think I know how to use it...
You know, there are a couple of things that might put a crimp in your plans, Lena.
What Lena wants, Lena gets. Why do you think I ever married Elmer in the first place? Ooh, Elmer. Isn't that a terrible name?
Suppose I find out that he's been murdered.
Now, who would ever want to murder poor, sweet old Elmer, and why?
Oh, maybe to get hold of all this money you've been talking about.
Of course not. I told you I get everything.
That's exactly what I
If
was...
he just doesn't show up after 7 years, well, you know, the statute of limitations.
Oh, yeah, I
And
know.
what if he does come back? You know, suffering from amnesia, or maybe he was in an accident somewhere, you know.
Wow.
So I'll do what I can to keep him happy as long as he lives, and then I'll have it all. I don't love him, Johnny, not a bit. But I do try to keep him happy. It's the least I can do.
Lena...
And then when he dies, well, like I said,
Lena, listen to me.
he's a handsome old dog. I'll say that for him. You see, there in that picture on the table beside you?
Yeah, I see. But now listen...
Tall and wiry with that big shock of hair.
Yes, I see it.
But why he kept that mustache and Van Dyke? Well, they made him look even older than he was. Than he is.
What did you mean, was?
What?
Now, Lena, listen. There are some things I want to know.
How about another drink?
For instance, your husband had a yacht.
Oh, didn't you know? He sold it just before he disappeared.
To whom?
Does it matter?
Yes.
Well, it was some man by the name of... Well, here's the bill of sale. His name is Samuel Remley.
Remley.
Right here. R-E-M-L-E, Samuel Remley.
At Tuckahoe, New Jersey.
So now you've asked a question, you've got an answer, so let's have another drink, huh?
So help me, I simply couldn't pin her down to answering my questions. After a solid hour of trying, all I ended up with was an invitation to stick around for a big party she was throwing the following night. Young, charming, attractive, yes. But trying to make sense with her was a lost cause. Finally, standing out at the front door ready to leave, I decided to switch my tactics.
You can't mean that.
That is exactly what I mean, because from what you've told me, what little you've told me, there's only one conclusion I can draw.
John.
And you somehow contrived to have your husband done away with, to get your hands on all that money you've been yapping about.
Don't you see I get it all anyway, sooner or later?
Why wait, huh?
Even if I have to wait out the 7 years for that statute of limitations. Now listen, Johnny.
Yeah?
I don't like this. I don't like the way you're accusing me. You're threatening me.
That's right. I gave you all the chance I could to cooperate, but you wouldn't take...
Now, you just get out. You get out of here.
Sure, for the time being.
No. You stay away from me. Don't you ever come back
You
here.
better play it my way, Lena.
No. Get out.
Oh, well.
Hey, just a minute, buddy.
Oh? Who are you?
Me? I just happened to be looking out for Mrs. Loomis.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I don't like what I was hearing just now.
Oh, that's too bad. Now, if you get out of my way.
Oh, no, you don't, Buster.
Oh, no.
Jerry?
Jerry.
That's right, me.
Three of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
When I came to, my card case was gone. There was a lump on my head that must have been made by a blackjack. And inside my head was the solid conviction that Lena Loomis was, without question, responsible for the disappearance, possibly the murder of her husband. I climbed painfully back into my car, drove to the hotel, and after a dirty look from the night clerk, got a room and hit the sack. Early the next morning, I was down at police headquarters.
Well, not having had a good look at him, you don't give us much to go on.
Yeah, well, look, if you pick them up, Lou, let me take care of them.
Now, Johnny...
Let's just say I want to question them.
Did you get anywhere with Mrs. Loomis?
Oh, Lou, the only question I got straight answers for was... Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah?
The yacht. Did you check out that yacht?
I told you Loomis sold it just before he disappeared. I saw the bill of sale on it myself.
Yeah, so did I. But, Louie, I got a hunch. How far is Tuckahoe?
35 miles. He kept the boat at Wilson's Landing.
Good.
Now listen, Johnny.
Lou, I'm going to play this hunch for all it's worth. It was more than a hunch, because it had to do with a rather strange and interesting combination of names. And the more I thought about it, well, I made tracks to the little town of Tuckahoe, to Wilson's Landing on the Tuckahoe River. Here,
There you are, Mr. Dollar. Right here is where the Lena was tied up.
But the owner, this Mr. Remley, he took it out last night?
Yes, sir.
Did you know the previous owner?
No, I'm kind of new here. But the boss must have. Captain Wilson.
Where is he?
Been down to Atlantic City the past week.
All right. What does this Samuel Remley look like?
Well, Mr. Remley's an old man, about 60.
Yeah?
Tall, slim, kind of wiry.
Full head of hair, a mustache, and a little Van Dyke beard?
Oh, no, sir. Mr. Remley's clean shaved and wears a butch.
Well, now listen.
Yes, sir?
Do you know where he headed for when he took off last night?
No, I don't, sir.
Then show me the nearest telephone. Item 7, $3 for telephone calls. I hit pay dirt on the fourth one to the Coast Guard station at Cape May.
Why, yes, Mr. Dollar. The Lena pulled in here a couple hours ago.
Good.
She's tied up at the clubhouse dock. I can see her from here.
Then, Captain, I'll be right down there. The highway police must have all been looking the other way, for I'm sure I deserved a handful of tickets for speeding on the trip down to Cape May. And there I found the Lena, tied up and taking on supplies. The owner? Well, when I told him who I was, he spread his hands quietly, smiled, led me down into the cabin, and poured a couple of drinks.
Salute, Mr. Dollar.
Salute, Mr. Well, is it Loomis or Remley?
Either. The names tip you off?
It took a while to get through this thick skull of mine, but, well, the rather unusual spelling of your right name, Leumas.
Yes. And spelled backward, it comes out Samuel.
Elmer spelled backward comes out Remley. Elmer Loomis, Samuel Remley.
So obvious, I hoped it might be overlooked. But... Oh, incidentally, I'm sorry about Pete and Jerry.
Pete and Jerry?
The bodyguards I left for Lena. Unknown to her, of course.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to meet those boys again.
But I wanted to be sure she'd be watched over while I was away, taking time to really figure out what to do about her, about our rather pitiful relationship.
That's the reason for the disappearing act?
Yes. I knew that if I suggested just going away alone, she wouldn't hear of it. So...
And you were staying right here in Tuckahoe?
Old Cap Wilson at the landing knew who I was, of course. But nobody else did after I cut my hair and beard. Nobody else had really known me there anyway.
So then last night you took off?
When the boys came down and told me... Oh, here, by the way, you'd better have your credentials back.
Oh, thanks. Where were you going?
I don't know. Most anywhere. I might have realized I wouldn't get away from you, though. I'm a great admirer of yours, Dollar.
Well, thanks.
So, what now?
You've, had time to make up your mind? About your wife, I mean?
No? Yes, I suppose so.
Well, I don't know of any formal charges I ought to make against you. Of course, the violent police.
I'll somehow try to make up to them for all the trouble I've caused them. Would you like to sail back to Tuckahoe?
No, thanks. I've got my car. And who knows? Maybe you'd like a little more time to think. Alone. So, it wasn't much of a case after all. The two thugs, Sergeant Louis locked them up for assault, and I guess that'll have to do for them. As for Loomis and his wife, well, I'm glad it isn't my problem. Expense account total, including the trip back to Hartford, $89.50. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Pat McCracken, Johnny, Universal Adjustment.
Oh, hi, Pat. What's on your mind?
The sleek, lovely, beautiful Ellen Deere.
On the strength of that description, I'll take her.
And she's loaded. $325,000 worth of jewelry.
Hey, that girl needs a bodyguard. Sweet.
Yeah, Johnny. Needs a guard of some kind, only she isn't a girl. She's a boat.
I've just lost my enthusiasm. What's the matter with the old tub?
That's what I want you to find out, Johnny.
That last crack suddenly got me interested again. Okay, Pat, I'll be right over.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Western Maritime and Property Insurance Company, Los Angeles, California. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Ellen Deer matter. Expense account item 1, 90 cents taxi from my apartment to the offices of Universal Adjustment Bureau in Hartford. Pat McCracken's usual smile was noticeably missing when I walked in on him.
Come in, Johnny, and sit down.
Thanks.
Oh, and you're to bill Western Maritime and Property on this one instead of us.
Okay, but how are you involved?
We handle all their claims that are of any size. Story, you ever hear of Randolph Berman?
I know of a jeweler down in New York.
That's the one. And if you know him, Johnny, you've been putting too much gravy in your expense account.
I said no of him. Didn't he bring in the Star of Cape Town and the Kamandu Emerald?
That's right. Everybody seems to think he's a crook, and yet somehow he manages to handle some of the finest jewels in the world.
How could an honest man afford it?
This time it's the Bettenhouse collection. It's out of Hungary.
Oh, yeah, I read about that. Only I thought somebody down in Mexico owned it.
Yeah, a fellow named Rigo Mariani down in Guadalajara. He's the one who sold it to Randolph Berman.
Okay, now. Is this Ellen Deer you mentioned Berman's wife?
No. Former wife. He's on about his fifth. All beautiful, dumb dolls. But more important, it's the name of his 72-foot motor cruiser. And the Bermans have been traveling around in it, down the coast, through the canal, along the coast of Central America, and so on. Anyhow, when he got word that the Bettenhouse collection could be had, he wasted no time in getting to Guadalajara.
And that's where Western Maritime and Property comes in.
Right. They had already written a policy on the boat for $52,000. Their main office in Los Angeles was close at hand, so he had them write the policy on the jewel.
Is that where Berman is now, in Los Angeles?
Oh, no. He's still in Mexico. Didn't want to move with those priceless rocks until he was certain of the insurance. And before Western would write it, of course, they wanted the collection appraised.
Naturally. But who in Mexico?
Jacques Jean-Pierre, the famous gemologist, was right there in Guadalajara, to look over the collection himself. So he made the appraisal. The policy has been issued. $325,000.
I still don't see anything wrong with the whole deal, Pat.
Well, there isn't anything wrong with it yet. But in spite of Berman's standing in the profession, his reputation, it isn't everything it might be.
Yeah, come to think of it, wasn't there a killing or two involved in this acquisition of the Star of Cape Town?
There have been several things like that. He's been involved in attempts to smuggle in some valuable pieces. He always managed somehow to come out smelling like a rose. Legally, perfectly clean, you understand?
But you still don't trust him?
Oh, no. And with his planning to carry that load of stuff around in his yacht.
Yeah, I see what you mean. If anything happened to those rocks or the boat, over $300,000 right out the window.
Exactly. Now, belatedly, Western is worried about it. And they'll pay good money to have you assuage their worries. You have a Mexican tourist card?
Sure, from my last fishing trip down there.
And I think you better go down and guard that collection until Berman gets it safely up into the States. He's considered quite the host. He'll probably be perfectly willing to have you aboard.
Now, this is the kind of assignment I like. Yachting in the Blue Pacific. But surely he hasn't got his boat parked in Guadalajara. That's over 100 miles inland.
No, it's at Mazatlan. And from what I've been able to learn, it's surrounded by armed guards day and night while he has some engine work done.
But as soon as that's finished, he'll head north to the States.
So he says. Got a branch office in Los Angeles. He'll probably deliver the collection there. I just want to be sure he gets there, Johnny.
Okay, Pat. You can wire the boys at Weston that I'm on my way. Item 2, $191.40, plane fare and incidentals, Hartford to Mazatlan via Los Angeles. The first leg of the flight to L.A. was uneventful. Except for a good-looking young blonde from Santa Barbara, whom I promised to look up as soon as his case is... Well, that's not for the expense account. When we arrived at the Los Angeles International Airport, I learned that I'd have a three-quarter-hour wait for my plane to Mazatlan. So I grabbed a magazine, that's item 3, 35 cents, when I heard my name being called on the PA system.
Johnny, Report to Pan American Airways desk.
With the thought in mind that perhaps my little friend from the plane might have decided to stay over in L.A. Her name was Rita, by the way. I lost no time in getting over to the Pan Am desk.
Mr. Dollar?
Yeah?
Johnny Dollar?
That's right.
I'm Arthur, Western Maritime and Property Insurance Company.
Oh, yeah. How do, Mr. Arthur? Planning to go on down to Mazatlan with me?
No. But meet Monsieur Jacques Jean-Pierre.
Monsieur Dollar, I am honored.
How are you, Mr. Jean-Pierre?
This is the gentleman who appraised the Bettenhouse collection for us.
Oh, yes. I am
so
an
that we could
expert.
issue the policy on it to Mr. Berman.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he's done this sort of thing for us many times.
Oh, I don't know
now,
how
I'm
many...
afraid that he's brought us rather bad news.
Something's already happened to the collection?
Well, not exactly. Not for the whole collection.
No, not the whole...
Please. That is, I'm not quite sure. What I mean is...
Yeah, just what do you mean, Mr. Arthur?
Perhaps I should explain to Monsieur Dollar, eh?
Well, I think somebody better.
Yes, you go ahead, Jacques.
Yeah, very well.
And while you're doing it, I'll cancel the rest of Mr. Dollar's reservation to Mazatlan. Yes, I'll do that. Oh, Claire...
Oh, no, wait a minute. First, let me find out what this is all about.
Oui.
Oh, very well. Jacques here was in Guadalajara when the Bettenhouse collection became available for purchase.
Yes, Monsieur Dollar. I had gone there in the hope that some of the pieces might be purchased separately.
So?
Alas, such was not the case. The Mariani firm decided to dispose of the collection only as a whole.
I see. Well, what's this bad news you have?
I am getting to
yes,
that.
you see, it's this
No,
way.
Please.
Well, then go ahead, Jacques.
Thank you. Monsieur Dollar, interested as I was, I looked over the collection very carefully, each individual piece. And you must believe me, to an expert like myself, every facet of every gem has a character all its own. A precious stone is like a face to me, always to be remembered.
Yeah. Well, go on, please.
I simply wish to make it clear to you, monsieur, that every item in the Bettenhouse collection is completely familiar to me.
Oh, it is?
As are many other important gems throughout the world. You know, each is like a friend.
And each stone in them is like a face to you.
Precisely. Always to be remembered.
Yes.
Look,
well,
The collection is purchased by Monsieur Randolph Berman.
Yes, Mr. Berman.
Please. He wishes to insure it in Monsieur Arthur's company.
Yeah, I know all that.
Well, Monsieur Arthur requests by telephone that I appraise it.
$325,000.
Then you know.
I know.
So I stay at Guadalajara a few days to wait Monsieur Arthur's check for my services.
You want to be sure the check was
please. I visit some of my old friends among the jewel setters. And then, on the third day, what do you think happens?
You tell me.
Johnny, this is it. In the shop...
No, please,
Yeah.
Monsieur
Oh, I'm sorry.
Arthur. In the shop of my friend Garcia Hernandez, I watch him work on the mount for a beautiful diamond. And suddenly, I see that the stone is an old friend.
One from the Bettenhouse collection?
Oui. The Calabar diamond that was supposedly in the possession of Monsieur Berman.
You're sure of the identity of that stone, Mr. Jean-Pierre?
Please. As I told you, monsieur, a precious stone to me.
Yeah, it's like a face to you. So what you figure, Arthur, is that you've insured a boatload of $300,000 worth of gems on the way to the USA, and maybe they're not on board.
Exactly. Unless, of course...
Mr. Jean-Pierre, did you tell Mr. Berman about this one stone?
I went immediately to Mazatlan, where I knew he had his boat, the LMD.
Well, what did he say?
Alas, he had sailed away.
Did you learn his destination?
Oh, yes.
Los Angeles, Johnny, right here. He has a branch office.
Well, has he had time to get here yet?
I don't think so.
Have you tried radioing to his yacht?
No, I've done nothing. You see, I didn't learn about this until Mr. Jean-Pierre arrived just a few hours ago.
Yes, I came up on the aeroplane, the better to arrive and speak with Monsieur Arthur before Monsieur Berman would arrive.
Do you know where Berman plans to dock his boat?
Well,
I'll tell you. Probably the port in San Pedro, if he's coming here. But who can be sure? Usually on vacation trips, he docks down the coast at Balboa, the yacht club. Or who knows, he might even...
Yeah. He might have no intention of coming up to the States at all. He might not even have the jewels with him. Arthur, do you know where his branch office is?
Oh, yes, it's in Los Angeles. Well, actually, it's in Beverly Hills.
Got a car?
Yeah.
Then let's go. Though he couldn't quite put his finger on it, Arthur was convinced that Randolph Berman was up to something and that his insurance company was going to have to take the rap. On the way into Berman's Beverly Hills office, we dropped Jean-Pierre at the Beverly Hilton and told him to sit tight in case we needed him again. Berman's office was in a nice modern building on South Beverly Drive, tastefully furnished with pictures of various famous jewels on the walls, but with nothing of particular value in evidence. However, I did notice that one wall held a built-in vault big enough for a reasonably sized bank. We were approached by a hand-rubbing, obsequious little character dressed in striped pants and cutaway coat and wearing thick glasses.
Good morning, gentlemen. Is there any way I may be of service to you?
Yeah, I think there is. Are you the...
Mr. Arthur. Forgive me. I didn't recognize you for a moment.
Mr. Corello, this is Mr. Johnny Dollar.
Hi.
How do you do? Is there something I may show you, Mr. Dollar? Some little bauble, perhaps, for a charming lady?
Well, not at the moment, Mr. Corello.
Oh, Mr. Arthur, there's no reason to mail this to you. Let me see now. Oh, yes, here it is. Here is a request for slight revision of the policy on the Bettenhouse collection.
Oh? What's this?
Well, the wire was sent by Mr. Berman just before he embarked for Mazatlan. I was going to put it into letter form to be more proper.
What's it say?
But
Well, now here, I'll read this. Please request Arthur revise Bettenhouse policy. Exclude Calabar diamonds. Value $4,000, which I have sold private party in Guadalajara. Oh, well, we kind of guessed wrong, didn't we, Johnny?
Mr. Corello.
yes.
Has Mr. Berman wired you whether he's coming here?
Oh, of course he is, with that collection.
When? When is he going to arrive?
Now, his lovely yacht, the Ellendeer, should reach San Pedro Harbor late tonight. But that's what he wired me, and I intend to meet him there.
Then I'm sure you won't mind if I go with you.
Oh?
Mr. Dollar is a special investigator.
Investigators?
Well, actually, I'm here just to help Mr. Berman protect that collection.
Oh, excellent. Then you can arrange for the police escort. Yes, and alert the harbor police to guard the Ellendeer, as Mr. Berman requested.
Did he request that?
Oh, indeed.
But apparently he hasn't been worried about anything happening to the collection while he's at sea.
At sea? Oh, surely you don't mean pirates or anything like that in this modern day and age.
You know something? At this point, I'm not quite sure what I mean, or even why I'm here.
Well, of course. Well,
of course, what, Arthur?
Oh, excuse me while I answer that.
well, I mean...
Berman Jewel.
That is...
What?
Well, at least I'll feel better when the stuff is here in the vault.
Wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Corello at the phone paled visibly, then gasped and clutched the back of a chair for support as he listened on the phone. His jaw dropped, his eyes widened, and he shook his head once or twice in horrified disbelief. Finally, slowly, he hung up and came unsteadily toward us.
Mr. Corello.
Yeah, what is it, Mr. Corello?
The Coast Guard.
Yes?
They said the Ellendeer, the yacht.
Yes?
Sunk.
What?
In 600 feet of water. In the outer channel.
Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a moment.
Democracy. What has it to do with money, the medium of exchange of mankind? A couple of thousand years ago, it was said that money alone sets the world in motion. That's one way of saying that money and economy are virtually one and the same thing. The economy of a nation depends on its commerce. Commerce depends on manufacturing and services. It has been proven that those nations which practice democracy have the greatest economics. That means money, more money for more people, and a greater freedom of opportunity to earn a higher standard of living. That's why democracy provides mankind with its richest legacy of freedom.
Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Ellendeer matter.
Expense account item 4, $7 even for a fast taxi ride to Coast Guard headquarters in San Pedro, which is really the port of Los Angeles. By dint of elbowing my way in, I got directly to Captain Barney Thorson.
I'm afraid you got only half the story, Mr. Dollar.
All I know, Captain, is that the Ellendeer went down in some 600 feet of water in the outer channel. Total loss.
That's correct. However, what you don't know is that the passengers, Mr. and Mrs. Berman, and the crew were picked up and brought in here.
Oh?
Outside of a little soaking and a little scare, they were perfectly all right. You see, the Ellendeer had apparently had some engine trouble before she left Mazatlan.
Yes, so I understand.
Mexican authorities, with whom we fully cooperate, notified us we'd better keep an eye out for her. So when she reached the channel, we weren't surprised to get a radio call from her asking us to stand by that Universal joint was kicking up.
Is that what happened?
By the time one of our cutters got within hailing distance, she was on the way down. That propeller shaft had whipped loose, torn through the hull, and the Ellendeer was sinking fast. Ask me, that boat was overpowered, Dolly.
How do you mean?
Well, it must have been because sheer torque tore the whole engine loose from its mountings. And it plowed through the bottom along with everything else on board that was heavy. It was a big safe, for instance, anchored amidships.
There was a what?
A safe, a small, heavy steel vault.
Yeah, I know. That went down, too?
Yeah, with the engine. It was all our boys could do to keep the owner from diving over after it. It was crying like a baby. You'd think he'd had the crown jewels in it.
Maybe you're not too wrong at that.
What?
Not the crown jewels, perhaps, but a collection worth something over $300,000. Now, what about salvage?
Salvage operations in 600 feet of water in that channel?
Oh, yeah.
No, Dollar. Salvage, even if it were possible, it'd cost a couple of times the worth of that stuff at least.
The only passengers were the Bermans, huh?
That's right. Prove 3.
And they weren't able to save anything?
Nothing. Not of any consequence, that is. One of the crew didn't even have his shoes and shirt on.
What about Berman and his wife?
It's funny what people will do in an emergency sometimes.
What do you mean?
Well, you've heard about the man whose house catches fire. He gets panicky, throws all the china and the glassware out the window, and carries out the mattress.
What are you getting at, Captain?
The only thing that Berman saved in his excitement was 2 beat-up old hats and a fishing rod.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
And all his wife brought along was a handful of nylon stockings. She was hanging on to them for dear life. Oh, yeah, a big hat box with an evening dress half hanging out of it.
And that's all?
That's all. Hey, you know, that Mrs. Berman's quite a dish. Not too bright, but a real looker.
Where are they now, Captain?
They're headed for Beverly Hills. Beverly, Wilshire was the hotel, I think. In any event, Dollar, I'm afraid your company is going to have a big, fat claim to pay.
On the yacht, yes.
What's that mean?
What do you think? Item 5, 320, long-distance call to the police in Mazatlan. I wanted to be sure that the Bettenhouse collection had been on board the Ellen Deer when she left port down there. Inspector Romulo assured me it had, that he'd checked the safe on the boat himself before allowing it to sail. Furthermore, he had insisted his own maritime service keep tabs on it up to the point where it made contact with the U.S. Coast Guard. In other words, the loot couldn't very well have been passed to someone else at sea. Item 6, 580 cab fare to Beverly Hills, where I dropped in at Berman's office.
No, Mr. Dollar. He and Mrs. Berman are at the Beverly Wilshire. I'm sure you understand it's been necessary for them to buy a lot of clothes and things.
Yeah, but he will come here.
Oh, yes, indeed. From his last phone call, I'd say he'll be here within the hour.
All right, then I'll come back. Please ask him to stick around and wait for me if he doesn't mind.
Of course, Mr. Dollar, I shall be glad to. Oh, incidentally, he has had me phone Mr. Arthur and ask that claim forms for both the Bettenhouse collection and the loss of the cruiser be brought here to the office just as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I'd figured as much. Berman wasn't wasting any time. Oh, I know there still wasn't any concrete evidence that Berman was trying to pull a fast one. Ostensibly, the only reason for my trip out here was to watch over that fabulous jewel collection. A lot of good I'd been. He'd lost the collection and his boat, and the company'd have to pay. Then a wild idea hit me. I suddenly remembered something that had happened months ago. Last July, to be exact, when a big passenger liner, the Andrea Doria, had sunk off the Atlantic coast. According to the papers, when the survivors were brought into the port, the usual customs inspection was waived. And it occurred to me at the time that every one of those people could have easily smuggled in anything he could carry or conceal in his clothing. I'm not saying it did happen. I'm sure it didn't. But it could have. And if such an idea occurred to me, why not to a man like Berman, who was already pretty well known for his tricks to evade customs? Item 6, 20 cents, phone call to the Coast Guard and Captain Thorson.
Thorson speaking.
Johnny Dollar, Captain. Answer me just one question, will you?
Sure, what?
When you brought them in, were the Bermans required to pass through customs?
Well, no, of course not. There'd hardly be any reason to...
Thank you very much. Item 7, 10 cents, another call. This time to Arthur at Western Maritime and Property Insurance.
You caught me in the nick of time, Johnny. I was just walking out the door.
On your way to Berman's office?
Why, yes.
With a handful of claims forms?
Yes.
Now listen, get there as fast as you can. Get there ahead of him.
What?
So that you can see if he brings anything into the office, like the Bettenhouse collection.
What?
Though I doubt if he'd be that foolish.
Foolish or not, how could he, Johnny? That collection, unfortunately, is at the bottom of the ocean.
Listen to me. Keep him there. Maybe on the pretext of having to wait for me. Any reason you can think of.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Just hold him until I get there, understand?
Very well, Johnny. But what are you going to do?
Arthur, I may have to break in and rob a hotel room. I went out and stationed myself across the street from the Beverly Wilshire. 5 minutes later, I saw Randolph Berman walk out the front door and head east on Wilshire Boulevard in the direction of his office on Beverly Drive. I waited a few minutes to make sure he didn't turn back, then entered the hotel. At the desk, I learned the number of Berman's suite on the 9th floor. Break in, it would have taken a battering ram. So I tried knocking.
All right. You don't have to bust down the door. What's the matter? You forget your key and... No. Get out of here, buddy. Randy said not to let anybody in. He's out buying us clothes.
Oh, he'd tell you to let me in, baby.
Hey, who are you?
Hernandez sent me up here from Guadalajara.
Oh, then come in. Oh, you are in?
Yeah.
Well, have a drink then.
No, thanks.
A girl's entitled to a couple of drinks after that dousing in the ocean, and you might as well... What about Hernandez?
Your husband sold him the wrong stone from that collection.
Sold? Oh, he gave it to him.
Oh, then you know about it.
Oh, sure. So he could make a legit-looking change in the insurance and convince everybody he was on the up and... You sure you're from Hernandez?
You kidding? How else would I know about the whole deal?
I don't know. Hey, Randy said not to let anybody in here or he'd kill me. Dumb blonde, he called me.
You? A smart, beautiful girl like you?
Oh, hey, you're okay. My name's Vi. Come on, let's have a drink.
No, thanks. Listen, Vi. I've got to get the right stone from that collection, the caliber diamond. Then I'll leave this one I've got in my pocket here.
Which one you got? Let me see it.
Oh, no, only Mr. Berman. And only when he gives me the caliber.
Well, which one you got there, huh?
Well, never mind. I'll show it to Mr. Berman.
I just want to see it.
Not until I get the caliber from the collection. So, if he isn't here, if he's taken it to the office, I'll just...
You think he's crazy? Let everybody know he... Let me see the one you have, huh?
Oh, look, I just told you. Anyway, how do I know I can trust you? I didn't even see you in Guadalajara.
Oh, now you sound like Randy. Dumb blonde, he said. Keep the door locked. But I let the bellboy in with the drinks, and I let you in, didn't I? Well, let me see the one you got. Will you, if I get you the other one?
From the hat box that didn't have to go through customs?
How did you know? Hey, you're a cutie. I'll bet you read about the Andrew Dorsey, just like Randy did. Come on, now let's have
Where
a
is the
look.
hat box, Vi?
Now, wait a minute. Maybe I am dumb. Who did you say you are?
Where's the hat box?
No, I won't tell you. You get out of here.
Now, without the collection, Vi.
No, you can't. Randy would kill me. He'd kill me if he even knew I let you in here. Who are you?
Johnny Dollar, insurance investigator.
Oh, please, Johnny, get out of here.
The stuff in the bedroom?
You can't go in there. I mean it. He'd kill me.
Sorry, but that's your
Oh,
worry.
no. Stop it or I'll set your eyes out. Now,
Hey,
you get...
pull in those claws, baby.
No, you...
Well, I hate to do this, but...
No, help!
Oh, yeah, that's right. Get the manager up here. Get the police up here.
Police? Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Then you'd really be in trouble. You'd be better off if Berman tried to kill you. Now, where's the stuff?
It's in the closet, on the floor, in the hat box.
Thanks. Well. Just a handful, but worth a fortune. Well. Oh, now, wait a minute, girl. Put down that bottle.
I gotta stop you. He'd kill me, don't you understand? Just for letting you in here. You don't know him.
Look, baby, you're in this thing deep enough as it is. Don't try to make it any worse for yourself.
But when he finds out that I...
He's come back.
And I open up. Get my hands full.
What'll I do? Where'll I go?
Right here, behind this closet door. Quick.
Johnny,
Just stay there. Hang on to that bottle and think over what I told you about getting in deep.
Hi, where'd you get these drinks? You let somebody in here. Bellboy? Why, you half-witted bird brain, I told you... Who are you?
The name is Dollar, Mr. Berman.
Insurance Dick?
I just dropped by to pick up the Bettenhouse collection.
Put it down, Dollar. I'm a good shot with this thing.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be the first time you killed over a handful of jewelry, would it?
That's right. Won't be the last. But you'll never know about it. Now, where's Vi?
How should I know?
She let you in here? I'll murder that dizzy blonde.
That dizzy blonde is a lot smarter than you think.
Where is she? What do you mean?
By helping me, she has a chance of getting out of this mess you've involved her in, of getting out clean.
That dirty two-timing... Dollar, I'm going to kill you.
You'd even like to involve her in that, too, wouldn't you?
Thanks for the idea. I'll make it look like she killed you.
Oh, no, you...
Nice work with that bottle, Vi. Sorry you missed you.
Please, you won't let him...
No, don't worry, baby. He won't bother anybody. Not for a long, long time. Item 8, $245 even. Incidentals during a couple of days of relaxation under the California sun and transportation back to Hartford. Expense account total, $453.95. Remarks? By way of getting off as easily as possible, Vi sang like a canary, and incidentally cleared up a couple of other of his shady deals. Result? By the time his prison term runs out, he'll be too long dead to collect the insurance on his yacht. End of remarks, end of report. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, the DeSalle matter. And I promise you a double-barrel thrill in it. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote tonight's story. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Lawrence Dobkin, Howard McNear, Jay Novello, Jack Edwards, Barney Phillips, and Raymond Burr. Musical supervision is by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Dan Coverly speaking.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Edmund O'Brien as...
Johnny Dollar.
Are you from Hartford?
Hello? What was that?
Are you the insurance investigator?
Yeah, that's right.
You're here about the Alma Scott shooting?
Yes, who is this?
This is Alan Swain.
Is this a gag?
No, it isn't a gag.
Well, it's about time you gave yourself up, isn't it?
No, I won't. Because I didn't kill her.
Why'd you take a run out?
I don't know. I've done everything wrong, but I didn't kill her. I want to talk to you if you'll promise not to go to the police first.
All right, I can do that.
How can we work it so I'll be sure?
Are you still in Central?
Yeah.
I'll be alone. My word is good.
Edmund O'Brien in a transcribed adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Columbia All Risk Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Alma Scott matter. Expense account item 1, $219 airfare and incidentals between Hartford and San Francisco. For a day and a half, the investigation had taken the form of a search for the man who called me, Alan Swain. 4 witnesses, tenants in the dead girl's apartment house, had seen him running away in the corridor outside her flat immediately after they'd heard the shots. So when this chief suspect phoned about 8 that second night to say that he was innocent and wanted to see me, I was naturally more than anxious to set the meeting up. Later, I wasn't so happy about it. According to arrangements, I cabbed to the corner of Fulton and 26th Avenue, found a photography shop in front of which I was supposed to be picked up, and stood there for about 5 minutes looking at the pictures of some uninteresting brides.
Hello, mister.
Hi.
You marry one of those?
No, thanks. I'm supposed to meet somebody here.
You live in the neighborhood?
No, I'm from Hartford, Connecticut.
And I guess we were fated to meet.
What about the guy that called me? I thought he was going to show up.
He changed his mind. I'll take you to him. Come on, there's a cab waiting around the corner.
I memorized the number of the cab, hoping it might have picked her up at some address that might be useful later. It was a silent trip. The girl with a pretty but rather hard face slumped in her corner, looking almost bored except for the fact that she smoked one cigarette after another. When we left the cab in front of a cafe on a coast highway, she took my arm and led me away from the lights, across the road toward the sand. And there, behind the added protection of a low concrete abutment, I met Alan Swain.
He did come alone. You weren't followed, were you?
Ask him. I've gotten out of the habit of trusting people, so I wouldn't want to say.
I told you my word was good, Swain. Maybe you deserve it, maybe you don't.
What do you mean?
Well, from the beginning, I haven't been able to figure how a guy like you got mixed up with a woman like Alma Scott.
I wish you'd been here a month ago to knock that into his thick skull.
Oh, lay off, Helen. Doesn't do any good now.
It never did.
I didn't kill her, Mr. Dollar. I swear I didn't.
And why have you done everything a guilty man would do? You were seen running away from the scene and getting into your car. You abandoned that. The cab driver remembers picking you up a block away from where it was found and bringing you back to Market Street. Everything you did has been done by scared killers before.
I know I did everything wrong, but I didn't kill her. I wasn't even in her apartment.
To match all the testimony that says you did kill her, can you put your hands on any that says you didn't?
No. When I was in the hall, when I heard the shots, well, if I'd gone on in instead of losing my nerve and running, I could have cleared myself, but I didn't. All I thought of was my own hide. Then when it was too late, I realized the police would never believe anything I said.
What makes you think I will?
I don't know. I'm just asking you to give me a chance.
A chance to do what?
I want to tell you what led up to that night. It doesn't make any difference how I met her or anything. I knew she was no angel, but I never thought she was all bad. And I still don't.
That's what 2 years of college does for you.
Oh, lay off, Helen.
4 years, you'd be 100% blind.
What's your story about that night?
Alma and I were going to leave town. We were going to fly to Mexico and get married. Then we were going to Los Angeles and stay there. She wanted to get away from this town and the people she knew here.
I don't think that's worth much, but is there any way I can check it? Plane reservations?
Yeah. They're under the name of A.J. Hall for next Friday night at 9.
What airline?
Cal, Mexico.
Why the switch in names?
Alma said there might be people who wouldn't want her to leave, and she didn't want it to leak out. We were going to cancel the reservations under that name and make them under our own Friday morning to match our identification at the border.
Who is she afraid of?
I don't know. She wouldn't tell me.
Probably had a big choice.
Do you know who?
I'm new in town, but give me time.
Okay. What's the rest of it, Swain?
Well, she broke a date with me that night. Said she wasn't feeling so good. Then about 10, she phoned and told me she'd changed her mind about going away with me.
What reason did she give?
She didn't give any. She hung up. I started right over to her place. It only took me 5 minutes. When I got there, I stopped just outside her door because I heard her talking to somebody.
What about?
Well, I didn't understand the words, but she was sort of screaming. I started for the door again, and that's when I heard the shots. And I don't know what happened to me, except that I thought whatever was happening was somehow my fault. And I ran. That's all I know.
That's all?
Yeah.
What do you think I can do with that?
I don't know, but it's the truth. There must be a way you can find out who was in there with her.
Don't you have any idea who it was?
No.
Man or a woman?
Why, a man. It must have been a man.
Did you hear a man say anything?
No, but there must be some way to find out who was there.
I don't know what it is, but I'll follow it up.
And you won't tell the police?
About meeting you? I doubt they'd believe me if I did. You can phone me if you think of anything.
All right. Are you coming with me, Helen?
Not cricket to pick a man up and then just drop him. Maybe I can lure him into the bar over there so he won't see you leave. Think you can afford me?
Temporarily, yeah. I'm on an expense account.
Hello. The bar, or do you want a booth?
Booth, please.
This one over here okay?
Yeah, sure, it's fine.
I'll take your order.
An old-fashioned, I guess.
Rye and soda.
Okay. Rye old and a high with soda.
It's not generally known that Swain has a sister, is it?
Do you think he has?
You're too young to be his mother.
Thanks.
I can't quite see you in that woman scorned part.
I've been there. Can I have a light?
Oh, sorry.
Tell me something. Why do you think a woman might have killed her?
I didn't say that, did I?
You asked Al if he knew whether it was a man or a woman.
It was nothing but wishful thinking. She carried a life insurance policy with a half-sister as beneficiary. We can't find her.
I hadn't even thought of that kind of an angle. It never crossed my mind that she was killed for any reason except what sort of a dame she was.
What kind?
Oh, don't get me started. Hasn't anybody else's name come up? She knew a lot of men.
It's been open and shut against Swain. With that lineup of witnesses, the police certainly have no reason to chase after anybody else. Any ideas?
Yeah. The guy she dropped when she put a leash on Al. His name is Walter Helm. The police know him if you don't.
You mean you think he killed her?
If he found out they were going to Mexico, I think he would have. Or had it done.
Why didn't Swain tell me this?
Because he didn't know. That dame never bothered to tell him. She was using him for something, and she didn't want to scare him away.
You didn't warn him?
I had a better idea, but things seemed to backfire. Al's got me to thank for this mess he's in. I tipped Walter Helm that they were leaving for Mexico. How did I know Al would go storming up there?
I don't have the faintest notion, but I wish you'd phoned a different detective.
You don't have to follow it up if you don't want to. That's all I've got to say, and I don't want the drink. Maybe some other time.
I didn't wait for mine, either. I settled the bill and followed her out. I was in time to see her get into a cab whose number I added to the one we'd come out in. And I waited 20 minutes for another to take me back to my hotel. I had no idea of sharing with the police or tossing at Walter Helm the vague hearsay evidence that had been given me. It seemed to me the logical place to go was back to the tenants in Alma Scott's apartment building. And the developments that followed paint a fairly true picture of that hindrance to accurate investigation, the average witness. I won't bother quoting all four at the address, but Mrs. Swinehart will serve as a composite.
Why, yes, Mr. Dollar. I'm glad that I can be of service. I'll do anything I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Swinehart. I just come from talking with Mr. Robertson down the hall.
Oh, yes.
Didn't you say that he was already in the corridor the other night when you got there?
Yes, he was.
Uh-huh. Well, he seems to think now that you were there before he was.
Oh, but that's not so. I remember distinctly. I went out, and as you know, the Robinson apartment is across and to the rear of the one that woman lived in.
Toward the rear of the building from Miss Scott.
Yes. Well, why, when I went out, the first person I saw was Mr. Robertson, standing there. Then I heard the sound of running up toward the front and saw this man.
He was running toward the street entrance?
Yes, he was.
So you looked very briefly toward the rear.
And saw Mr. Robertson.
And then turned toward the sound?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Are you absolutely positive that it was Mr. Robertson you saw?
Oh, of course I am.
Was anything said?
No. Nobody said anything for a minute. We were startled, you know.
Now, Mr. Robertson remembers that as soon as he came out and saw you, he asked you what had happened.
Oh, well, Mr. Robertson was wrong. He was there when I came out. If he said anything, I didn't hear him.
Could it be that you expected to see Mr. Robertson standing where you had so often seen him, and after a glance that took maybe a second, your mind automatically said, that is Mr. Robertson?
Mr. Dollar, I know what I saw. What's the meaning of this?
It's just possible that there was a second man mixed up in this thing the other night. A man who might have come out of Miss Scott's apartment and instead of bolting toward the front entrance, gone quietly to the rear stairway and out the back.
Oh, dear.
That's why it's so important that you're sure. Could it have been someone else that you glanced at and glanced away from? Someone who left while your attention was on the running man?
Oh, I was sure it was Mr. Robertson.
The second time you looked, it was. We're all sure of that. For that first glance.
I was so sure.
It might be that Swain, who looked so guilty, might not be. It could be the difference between life and death to him.
Oh, now you have confused me. I was so sure. But I shouldn't like to call Mr. Robertson a liar if he truly believes that I was in the corridor when he came out. After all, it all was so sudden and shocking. I suppose anybody's mind could play tricks, as you say.
Will you come and talk to Mr. Robertson with me?
Oh, dear. Yes, I will. But I'd so hoped we'd heard the end of this dreadful thing.
In less than an hour, 4 positive witnesses had broken down in the face of doubt. None of them could swear that there had been a second stranger in the hallway. But neither could they swear that there hadn't been. And none of them had actually seen Alan Swain come out of the Scott apartment. I didn't look forward to telling the police what was happening to their open and shut case without at least something constructive to offer. At 3 that afternoon, I still didn't have it, but I got it when I stopped by my hotel to check the phone calls. The clerk told me that a Mr. Walter Helm was waiting for me in the bar, first table to the left. Mr. Helm?
That's right.
My name is Dollar.
Oh, sit down. What are you drinking?
Nothing, thanks. It's a little early for me.
I don't suppose you know anything about me, but I'll get right to the point. The papers say you're working on the Alma Scott case. I have an interest in it. She was a friend of mine.
Oh?
You've got to do something about finding that maniac that killed her.
If you think you can help, you ought to go to the police.
I don't want to go to the police. I want to talk to you. Where can we do it in private? Your room?
I guess so, if you've got reason to keep it that private.
I have. Come on. Which way do we go?
We will return to yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a moment. Assets, 1 block of wood. Liabilities, more trouble than the legendary paper hanger with a hive. It sounds as though Edgar Bergen had a pretty bad bank balance, doesn't it? But luckily for all of us, he comes back week after week to CBS Radio with his block of wood named Charlie and lets himself in for more trouble. As for you, you're really in the chips when you take in the Edgar Bergen Charlie McCarthy Show, heard over most of these stations every Sunday. Don't miss them tomorrow night on CBS Radio. Now, with our star Edmund O'Brien, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
Go ahead.
After you.
Thanks.
What's the matter, Dollar?
I don't get you.
Yes, you do. You're acting funny, like you've got certain ideas about me.
Your name came up in a conversation last night.
What about?
The killing you've got an interest in. What else?
Who was this conversation with?
You don't expect me to tell you.
We won't get any place this way. Somewhere along the line, you picked up the wrong idea about me. Let's get it straightened out.
I just spent an hour looking you up in a newspaper morgue. That's hardly the way to build towards a fast and strong friendship.
That's business. It's got nothing to do with you and me. I came here to talk about Alma.
Well, let's get it over with then.
I'll level with you. I've been waiting for a call from the police, and it hasn't come. I know they'll pin something on me if they can. They've been trying for years. That's why I want to do something about seeing that Swain maniac picked up.
So it can be pinned on him?
That's where it belongs. I don't care what you think about me. You can't go along with them letting a crazy killer go free because they want to put me away, can you?
I didn't know that's what they were doing.
They will if they get the chance. What did they do with that check? Burn it up?
What are you talking about? What check?
A cashier's check for $15,000. I gave it to Alma. I knew her well enough to know I didn't have to kill her to keep her from going to Mexico with that scum. She got tired of me before, but not so tired a small gift wouldn't bring her back.
I knew I was a sucker, but if that was the only way I could keep her, it was all right with me.
That doesn't set so well.
That's the way it was.
Maybe this time money wouldn't keep her.
You're wrong. She changed her mind. She wasn't going.
One thing interests me. How did you know she was going to Mexico? How'd you find out?
Swain's sister phoned me, half crazy about his life being ruined. She said if I didn't do something to stop it, she would.
What day was that?
The day Alma was killed. I went over that afternoon with a check and had a talk with her. That's when she changed her mind.
I've been on this thing pretty much from the beginning, and there wasn't a check.
And they got rid of it. They're trying to pin this thing on me.
There's a record kept of cashier's checks. If you bought one, you can prove it by going to the bank.
Not if you're Walter Helm, you can't. They'll say I bribed somebody and probably pay a few bucks themselves to prove that. That's one of the things I want you to do. Go to the bank so you'll believe me about that check. I'll pay you. Your own price.
Aren't you afraid they'd make that out a bribe?
They would if they could. But this is legit. You've got a private license. You're for hire, aren't you?
Not by a suspect, after I've been given access to state's evidence.
What kind of evidence? I could really make this worth your while. Just between you and me.
I feel sorry for you, Helm. You're a big wheel, but when you can't count on your money getting you something or getting you out of something, you're lost. Because nobody will take you, anything you say, or anything you do at face value.
Maybe you're right. I'm not complaining, but maybe this is the deal that sets you right. The papers say she was killed by a .32. It hasn't been found yet.
Oh, a town like this, it's probably at the bottom of the bay or in the ocean, don't you think?
That's a shame. A .32 is all they need to really pin it on me.
How come?
I gave it to her. It's registered to me.
How do you know that was the gun that killed her?
She kept it in a drawer in the living room. And you didn't find one in the apartment anyplace, did you?
If that's true, you wouldn't hurt yourself by telling the police.
You tell them, not me. I thought I could talk business with you, Doc. You say you're not for hire. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to post a reward. $20,000.
That might be a smart move.
It'll be legit. Read about it in tonight's papers.
The notice made the front page of the paper I got under the caption, Cooling Murder Sparked by Reward. And strangely enough, it sounded sincere, not slanted toward Swain as I'd halfway expected, but offering $20,000 for any information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons who murdered Miss Alma Scott. I didn't know how the police fared, but as far as I was concerned, reaction set in almost immediately. Johnny Dollar.
This is Alan Swain.
Oh? How are you making out?
What kind of a trick is this that Helm is pulling? This thing in the paper.
I don't know. It's got news value, and he must have laid cash on the line. Might even be on the level.
Oh, you're crazy. It can't be on the level. You know that.
He says he didn't kill her.
You talked to him?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
Just that he didn't kill her. I'm surprised you're so upset. According to your sister, you didn't know anything about him.
She told me about it last night. This is a mess, and something will have to be done.
It should have been done a long time ago. Why don't you give yourself up, Swain?
No, I won't.
That would be the best thing to do.
No, I won't. I wish I'd gotten out of town while I could, but I listened to Helen.
Come on in and talk about it, Swain.
No. It's too much against me. The police don't care that I didn't kill her. They don't care who they get just so they get somebody. Well, they'll have to find me.
The case against you isn't as strong as it was.
What do you mean?
The witnesses who saw you outside Alma's apartment, they aren't sure now that they didn't see somebody else, too.
Are you telling me the truth?
Sure I am. That's what I mean. Come in and talk about it.
No, I'll have to think. I'll have to talk to Helen. I don't know what this reward is going to mean. This reward trick of Helm's. I'll have to think, and I'll call you back.
The phone rang again about an hour and a half later. I thought it was Swain, but it wasn't. It was Lieutenant Halloran at police headquarters. He had a confession to Alma Scott's murder that he wanted to talk to me about. It was made, he said, by a woman who claimed she was Alan Swain's sister.
This dame says she knows you, that she met you last night.
I guess she did.
She says you met Swain and her at the beach.
This guy phoned me, Lieutenant. It could have been a crank. It could have been anything. I met them, and nothing they said would have done you any good, so I didn't bother with it.
Bother me with it?
With what we haven't had, did you think I'd mind picking up a suspect?
You know my racket. Sometimes I have to give my word. If I get out of the habit of keeping it, I'm going to miss a lot of bets.
Sometimes I wish I was still a private cop and could get away with that stuff again.
You are one?
Yeah, Seattle until 49.
Then you understand.
I'm not supposed to.
I tell you, what they gave me just broke down the case you were building. Now it looks like there's nothing to it. What'd she say?
Last night, did she question you as to why you thought a woman might have killed Alma Scott?
Yeah. A beneficiary, the only possible insurance angle in the case, by the way.
She said that when you mentioned that, she figured you had something on her. When the reward was posted, she decided to give herself up.
You sound like you don't quite believe her, Lieutenant.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't know.
You think she's protecting her brother?
I said I don't know. You want to talk to her?
If it'll help.
I'll send you.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. I hope I didn't put you on the spot by talking about last night.
That's not important.
Well, he's going to ask you to sit down before you.
Move over. I was surprised to hear about this.
I'm surprised, too.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's the whole thing. I never thought I'd go this far. Get rid of people who were hurting me.
Murder is pretty far. You think it was worth it?
I don't know. I had to get him away from that thing. I didn't grind through burlesque houses for 10 years to let that happen.
Been taking care of him that long?
Longer. I'm not decent. Guess I took my mother complex out on him. Sent him to school. Even 2 years of college. I guess it was wrong. I guess I spoiled him more than Mom would have. After going that far, I couldn't stop when that eagle got her claws into him.
I don't think you killed her.
Neither did that cop, but I did. When I learned she and Al were going to Mexico, I went up there and had it out with her.
You said you called Walter Helm.
I did, but he wouldn't do anything, so I said I would.
He told me he went to see Alma and that she changed her mind about going.
That's not what she said to me.
What then?
I went there about 9:30. Told her to lay off my brother, and she laughed at me, so I killed her.
Where'd you get the gun?
I had it.
What caliber?
32.
After you killed her, what'd you do?
I just stayed in the apartment for a while. Then I looked out the door, and when the people were out of sight, I left.
Back way?
Yeah.
What street you come out on?
Polk Street.
No, you didn't. The alley doesn't go through to Polk. It turns halfway through the block, goes on to California.
Maybe that was it. I wasn't thinking of where I was going at the moment.
I don't think you were there.
Yes, I was. Oh, please, he didn't kill her. He wouldn't have. You don't kill something you love, and he thought he loved her.
It takes only a split second for love to turn into hate.
He didn't kill her. I told you I did.
$1.
Yeah?
There's been a shooting out at Walter Helm.
No. Oh, no.
I thought you'd want to know.
Hey, Lieutenant.
Sergeant, things under control?
I think so, sir. He shot his way in. Butler was hit. Helen was waiting for him. We managed to shoot each other.
How are they?
Both still alive, sir.
We'll go in. This man's an insurance investigator. He's all right.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Where's Swain?
Right over there, sir.
Thanks. Swain. Swain?
Swain? Remember me?
Yeah. Yeah. Did I kill him?
We don't know yet.
I hope I did. He took her away from me. He took her away from me.
How, Swain? He said he gave her a check and she changed her mind about going with you.
He took her away from
We better leave him alone.
He's in pretty bad shape.
A lung shot, I think. Helm is over there.
Hello, Helm.
Never thought this would happen over some dame, did you, Copper?
Take it easy. What happened, Hal?
I heard the shots at the door. And there he was.
Why'd he come here?
I don't know.
There's only one reason, Helm. You know it, and we know it.
Doesn't make any difference, does it? Sure. I killed her. She was going to leave. I couldn't buy her back. So I stopped her the only way I knew. No scum like he was going to take her away. Nobody was going to take her away.
Expense account item 2, $134 miscellaneous. Item 3, same as item 1, transportation back to Hartford. Expense account total, $572. Remarks? I was wrong from the beginning. I'm not making excuses for it, but I wasn't as far wrong as the sister. If her false confession had ended it, she wouldn't have taken a rap for her brother, who she thought was guilty, but for Walter Helm, who she was afraid was innocent. It only proves again that you have to watch the words that go above your signature. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, stars Edmund O'Brien in the title role and is written by Gil Dowd with music by Wilbur Hatch. Edmund O'Brien can now be seen starring in the Paramount Pictures Technicolor production, Silver City. Featured in tonight's cast were Jack Moyles, Virginia Gregg, Jeanette Nolan, Herb Butterfield, Hy Averback, and Harry Long. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is transcribed in Hollywood by Jaime Del Valle. This is Dan Coverly inviting you to join us next week at this time when Edmund O'Brien returns as...
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.